In the beginning was the Word. The Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was with God in the beginning. Through him all things came to be. Not one thing had its being but through him. All that came to be had life in him, and that life was the light of peoples. A light that shines in the dark, a light that darkness could not overpower. The Word was the true light that enlightens all, and he was coming into the world. He was in the world that had its being through him, and the world did not know him. He came to his own domain, and his own people did not accept him. But to all who did accept him, he gave power to become children of God. To all who believe in the name of him who was born not out of human stock, or the urge of flesh, or the will of man, but of God himself. The Word was made flesh, he lived among us, and we saw his glory, the glory that is his as the only Son of the Father, full of grace and truth. This is our reading for Christmas Day, and many people would say, well, what's happened to the nativity story? The nativity story is there backing all this up. But this is John the Apostle writing to the people in Ephesus, telling them the whole story of Jesus coming to be our Saviour in 14 verses. It's an amazing piece of theology. It talks about God the Creator, and then God speaking his word, and that's the Son. And then, of course, the love of the Father and the Son being the Spirit. So it's a Trinitarian statement. But it's also inviting us to reflect on something underneath it. This passage speaks about Jesus, the Word, coming to us in human form. He actually blessed us by taking our form. He actually makes our humanness sacred. He actually invites us to recognize we are special in our humanity. And maybe that's what the story of Christmas is about. Do we recognize that all people are sacred? Do we realize that every child who is born into this world and grows to be an old person is a sacred person? How do we respect them? What do we offer them? How do we reach out to them? These are all things we can be thinking about at Christmas time. Christmas time is sometimes a happy time, and sometimes for some families not so happy. But we as Christians have something to celebrate. We celebrate the light that has come into the world. And goodness knows we all want light. In the middle of the night, if there's an earthquake or something, don't we want the lights to go on? So light is really important, and Christmas is a celebration of the light that is Jesus. So let's give thanks for that this year, and pray that our lives may bring that light to others. Have a happy Christmas.